and somebody went out to Abu Musa after you had dumped X number of missiles and unmanned systems on them to the point where these people are in pretty bad shape, you might say, well, let them stay there. What difference does it make? It's 110 degrees out there. How's it going with all the water? You know, I mean, yeah. You got to ask, what do you think?
It becomes a bargaining chip for the Iranians, instead of for the Americans.
Could easily become that, you know. The other thing is that it's always good to let your opponent overreach.
Yep.
By using these light forces that demand a lot of logistical support and infrastructure that have to be cared for. Remember, we have wounded, we evacuate them. So if you suddenly have 100, 150, 200 people that have been severely wounded, they have to be evacuated the same way you got there to begin with. Helicopters, V-22s. Are they going to be shot out of the sky before they get to go anywhere? Then you don't want to leave your dead if you decide to evacuate. In other words, this is where it begins to look a little bit like Gallipoli. Remember, I wrote this piece on my Substack about Gallipoli. They stayed there for nine months. They went in with 50,000. When they left, they pulled out 500,000 because they had grossly underestimated the task. And they failed. And they were always going to fail because the Turks had the high ground and would fight tenaciously. It was their country. We're fighting Iranians. This is Iran. They will fight. I remember when we went into Iraq in 1991, people said, oh, the Iraqis, they'll fight hard because we're going into Iraq. And we'd been there before. We all said, huh, really? No, it's not a real state. Iraq consists of multiple peoples, different groups, different tribes. The same thing is true in most of the Arabian Peninsula.